Episode 9. That's right, number 9 of How to Be Magnificent. Now, do you like my t-shirt, by the way? Lovely t-shirt. I'll show you. There you go. Lovely, lovely. Okay. I just want to talk today about resilience. When the proverbial doo-doo hits the fan and you're feeling down, you're feeling like all your friends have let you down, your parents. I want to talk about resilience. Now, in a couple of videos ago, I really spoke about the fact that your life isn't really that bad, but sometimes stuff can really happen that's really bad. So let me give you an example. I know of a young teen that I was counseling and mentoring not too long ago who was in care. And they didn't feel that the school system was right for them. They felt that, unlike a lot of their peers in their school, there wasn't a lot of family that they could bounce back with. And it was very difficult trying to have that conversation to really inspire and motivate that young teen to excellence. But I still think no matter where you come from, there is an opportunity to be able to bounce back. That's what resilience is. You have a knockback and you bounce back. I share the story with a lot of teens when I go into schools about one year where I was running a successful business and I had to close down and get rid of my business. In that same year, I also lost our house. We had to sell our house and get rid of it. And as I say, bad luck comes in threes. And my wife and I expecting our second child, and my wife miscarried and we lost a child. Now that was really tough and it was painful. But some of the lessons that I've learned is that sometimes even when stuff does happen and when the doo-doo does hit the fan, it's being able to have that kind of ability, and not straight away because everybody does it in their own time, but being able to bounce back. And what resilience really is about just being strong and being able to recognize that in the good times, look at all those things that make you the strong person who you are. Reflect on all those lessons that you have learned. Now, it's not easy, and I never, ever, ever will try and say that even any of the tips and the guides that I've given through this whole series are going to be easy. But I think resilience is so important. I think it's important in terms of you being able to grow not only as a teenager but into a future adult, that you can deal with knockbacks. And I know I've had some personal ones, I've had some in business, and I've been as a mentor and working with young people for years, I've seen it time and time again. And the one thing I can say about or one of the things I can say about really having resilience is to find somebody around you who can be a good mentor. That might be your parents, it might be someone older than you, it might be a youth worker, it might be a teacher. But find someone who you can trust and who can walk on that journey with you, because a lot of times people think that they just need to bounce back on their own, but I don't think that's always the case. When you're surrounded by people who really care for you, who can listen to you without judgment, that's a great way of being able to bounce back. So here's the reality. The doo-doo will hit the fan sometimes. And I think I said that before in one of my previous videos. But I really want you to think about and even write down now in the good times, if something really bad was to happen, who are the people who I'd love to turn to? Or what are the kind of things that I would love to be able to do to make me better? Or even if you know of people who've had some bad times, having a conversation with them and finding out, how did you get through that process? Yes, it was really tough at the time, but how did you get through it? And what are the lessons you learned? So I hope that's helped. And as I said, I hope in many ways that you become more resilient as a teenager yourself. So this has been Dave McQueen. Thank you very much for listening.